Hi, I'm Lukas from Semodia. In the last video, we have seen how the module engineering has been done in Beckhoff development software, and we exported the productive MTP via the API to our Semodia MT platform. I now want to show you some details of this MT platform. We start here with the login screen. On the MT platform, we want to bring together all stakeholders of the modularization and process industries. We can just sign up for free and log in with our email address. Today, I especially want to show you the MTP inventory, the MT poll, and our marketplace, as well as our vision for this platform. Let's start with the MTP inventory. Of course, this is your account and all the data you upload belongs to you. In the repository, where you can also invite other people, of course, to participate on a joint project, you can now see our tank module from the last videos. We see the version 01 from ePlan and version 1 as the productive MTP from Beckhoff. We now can validate in order to check if all the modeling parts within the MTP are correct according to the guidelines. So you just press start to validate, and we will see that in this case we have done no errors, so your MTP is perfectly valid. That's fine. Let's go back to the MTP inventory. In the MTP inventory, we can also view the MTP. So just press the button, and now we see all the information which are delivered only by the MTP file itself. We see some meta information, for example, that this MTP comes from Beckhoff, and we can now browse through the different parts, like communication, where we see all the different data assemblies. For example, we can browse through an analog monitoring. Also, we can have a view on the HMI in order to check if all connections and data assemblies are set correctly. Also, we can browse services, process value, and in the future also the alarm part. Now, in order to commission this PEA, we have a solution called MT poll. This is meant as a really like commissioning MT poll. We don't want to provide you with all the recipe designing and so on, but we want to check if all signals between OPC UA client and OPC UA server are done correctly. So just download the connector app as a first step, and then you can directly connect to your PEA. So you have to add the server, you have to insert the OPC UA endpoint address, and just add it in order to have it here in the server list. Now you can simply connect, and you will receive a session and password. The session must be inserted in the web application on the MT poll, and of course the password as well. Now you have the possibility to choose the correct OPC UA server and just choose the correct MTP file, which should be initialized with the MT poll. We now select the tank module in version 1, as this is the productive MTP. We press OK, and now the MT poll initializes within 1 or 2 minutes. Now we are successfully connected. We can open services. Currently, only services are supported. In the future, we will support also other functionalities, of course. We can now, for example, change here the operation mode from offline to operator, and we can choose a certain procedure. For example, let's set this level fill procedure to use, and as we saw, we can now start the service. In order to also set a procedure parameter, we can click into this procedure, open the procedure parameter list, and insert, for example, the tank level up to which we want to fill the tank. Submit and apply, and now we see the new set point. We also see the current value live from the Beckhoff OPC UA server. So let's, for example, change here the the current tank level, for example, to nearly 50, and we want to go back to our MT platform, and we see that the current value is updated correctly. Now let's start the service and adjust the current value just over our set point. So the service sees, okay, now the tank is filled, so we have to go over 70, and we see that the service is immediately completed. And we also see exactly this in the MT poll. Current state is completed now. We can just reset this service, and we will go back to idle and start new procedures or services. This is the MT poll. Stay tuned for new features on this site. We are always developing this in the future. Let's go back to the last feature I want to show you, the marketplace, and our vision of a whole new approach of engineering in the future. In the PR marketplace, we list ready-to-use, off-the-shelf, MTP available PEAs. So, for example, we see here an MTP dosing pump delivered by a certain manufacturer. We can go into a detailed view. We will see a short description, and we also see different links for attachments. We see the possible operation windows. For example, a volume flow is possible between 3 milliliter and 30 liters per hour. In the future, we want to use all these information in an ontology in order to make it possible to have a new plant designer. In this plant designer, you will be able to just pick out ready-to-use PEAs which fulfill your process function in order to build up your whole process line. Stay tuned for all new features, and if you want to have more information, just feel free to give us feedback or call us. Now we can also have a view on the next step if available in the process orchestration layer, for example from Copper Data. Thank you.